Airdrieonians now with English language commentary available. If you're watching on Sky Plus, Freeview or Virgin Media, use the red button. Or if you have a TiVo or Sky Q box, go to Settings and use the audio selection option. Any problems, contact our viewers hotline.
Falkirk yn colli'r meddiant, cyfle fan hyn, o'r arbediad, Redmond, ac yna Young, a mae Young yn sgorio o camgymeriad erchill yn amddiffyn Falkirk. Cefnogwyr y seintiau sy'n dathlu, Brad Young a'i 5 gol yn y gystadleuaeth.
McGregor on the race shot, I guess I find a ball of Murray is down in the box that choose Cadwell Brazil. He's losing the ball, watching the dash. And if we could have Christiak or the boxer, got Charlie Telfer. Gifford passing, and it's happened and blowing his down. Scoring a turner on. I can have that home and that. And then they make over Dean Hayes and said, this pill, McGuinness. I just look tight, guard 3.
Y Gymraeg a'r Gaeleg, ochr yn ochr. Beth bynnag yw'r iaith, yr un yw'r gêm, a'r un yw'r gobaith. Codi cwpan her yr Alban. Airdrieonians, y diamantiau yn erbyn y seintiau. Pwy fydd yn disgleirio heno? Ni'n fyw o Stadiwm Falkirk. Y seintiau di ennill fan hyn yn barod yn erbyn Falkirk yn rownd gynderfynol y gystadleuaeth yma. Pnawn da i chi, croeso ato ni, croeso i Siôn Meredith hefyd, sy'n cadw cwmni fi, pnawn da Siôn.
Pnawn da.
Reit, y seintiau, maen nhw'n mynd am 4 cwpan tymor yma. Maen nhw'n di ennill y gyngrair, cwpan y gyngrair, 4 ola cwpan Cymru. A dyma'r her mwyaf i hynny i gyd?
Ie, dwi'n meddwl, dwi'n dal yn meddwl mae Ewrop yw'r nytsen maen nhw'n trial cracio fel petai, ond yn sicr, i wario erbyn tîm llawn amser, achos nhw yw'r unig tîm llawn amser yn y cyngrair Cymru, felly mae dan nhw pwynt i brofi.
Clybiau Cymru yn cael gwahoddiad, clybiau Iwerddon hefyd. Mae Ceicona wedi cyrraedd y rownd derfynol o'r blaen, ond yn colli. Nawr bod ni'n cyrraedd yma, chi'n sylweddoli faint o beth fydde fe i Glwb o Gymru codi un o gwpanau'r Alban yn yr Alban. Sa'n credu bydde fe'n lawr yn dda iawn fan hyn? Wel,
falle gewn ni ddim gwahoddiad nôl. Ond yn sicr, mae hwnna'n esbonio pethau'n arbennig o dda. Mae'n dangos faint o her yw'r gêm a heddi.
Ie, dyna ni, dyna sefyllfa. Mae'r haul yn gwenu yma hefyd. Mae'r croeso yn gynnes, fel o Siôn yn gweud, gan i weld os fydd ni'n parhau sy'r seintiau yn ennill. Dewch i ni glywed gan y 2 reolwr nesaf. Y 2 wedi bod yn siarad â Nicky John.
Well, Craig, Cup final days are always so special, and of course at TNS you've got a lot of players who have experience of playing in Scotland, haven't you? So what can you tell us about team selection for today?
Yeah, it was very tough. Very tough. It always is very tough. It's tough on a weekly basis, and I mind a big cup final coming up, and so yeah, it's really tough. The toughest part of the job. Toughest part of the job is leaving people out. You know, we've got some. Fortunately today, with a couple of injuries, etc., etc., everyone's got himself involved with the 9 substitutes on the bench as well. So it gives everyone the opportunity to be involved. Unfortunately, we've had to leave Ash Baker back at home because his wife's heavily pregnant, about to drop. So he's the one that's not travelled with her. But apart from that, yeah, we've got everyone fit, which is a manager's dream and a nightmare in the same hand.
Of course, it's huge. I think any silverware is important for any club, regardless of what level you're at. And the chance to potentially go and be 90 minutes extra time or penalty kicks away from achieving that, obviously something we're really looking forward to.
Winning this today, it would be something new on your list of achievements, wouldn't it? It would be a first. How much of an incentive is that then? Yeah,
it is. It's huge. It's huge. Everyone wants to be the first to do something, don't they? You know, it's something that obviously I've had experience of as assistant manager with Andy Morrison when Connaskey got beaten in the final of Ross County, and so I've been here to a final. I know what it feels like of the Challenge Cup final, but to go one step further and win it and be the first non-Scottish and also Welsh, I think it's really big for the club. It's really big for Welsh football, so we're really excited and hope we can bring the cup back to Wales.
What kind of challenge are you expecting from TNS, and where do you expect them to perhaps cause you problems?
Listen, they're a good team in terms of similar to ourselves. They try and play football, which I call the right way. They try and play football on the ground and through the thirds, and really good technical based team with good rotations and movement. Huge admiration for what they've done, obviously, in their own league. And like I said, I'm expecting it to be a good game for the neutral regardless.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you carrying on through the sprinklers there too. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Cheers, diolch.
Diolch i'r Rhys hefyd. Mae'r sprinklers yn fywiog. Chwaraewr reolwr. Ys ti chwarae da chwaraewr reolwr erioed?
Tommy Morgan yn dod i'n meddwl.
Gwrs.
Palli rhoi fyny oedd i broblem.
Ddim eisiau ymddeol. Dewch i ni edrych ar, wel, dim rhediad i gyrraedd y pwynt yma, a rown gynderfynol, a fan hyn, oedd hynny o ran y seintiau yn erbyn Falkirk. Nawr, Falkirk ar frig adran 1, maen nhw'n siŵr fod Nesgyn i'r bencampwriaeth, Edri yn y bencampwriaeth, a gêm anodd, gol fler, ond gol bwysig am Brad Young, Sean.
Un o nifer y tymor un gan Brad Young. Mae wedi bod ar dan ers i fe cymeryd i gyfle i fe achos yr anaf gath McManus wrth gwrs. Ond y challenge yw o llenwi sgidiau mawr McManus yn sicr mae wedi gwneud hynny.
Mae wedi sgorio yn bob rownd sydd yn hyn, 29 ym mhob cystadleuedd. Beth sy'n mor arbennig amdano fe?
Wel, mae'n chwarae gyda hyder ar hyn o bryd. Mae wedi cael y cyfle. A fel y mysodwr, mae'n rhaid i cael y hyder yna. Mae'r gol yn edrych lot yn fwy. Ac yn sicr, yn weithgar i'r tîm, nid yn unig sgorio goliau. Mae'n fodlon rhoi tipyn o shift mewn hefyd.
Bydd e'n ysu i greu argraff pnawn yma yn amlwg. Edri wedyn ni yn curo reith yn y rownd gynderfynol. Mae'r ddwy gêm yn debyg, gol fler arall yn sicrhau'r fuddugoliaeth. Nikolai Todorov, un o brifsgolwyr nhw o Fulgaria. Nhw yw'r tîm ucha o ran safle yn y gyngrair bydd y seintiau wedi gwynebu yn y gystadleuaeth yma. Dwi'n mynd i fod yn gam i fyny, ti'n teimlo?
O'n i'n meddwl bod Falkirk yn tîm arbennig o dda. Oedd y gêm na'n erbyn Falkirk yn step lan, dwi'n meddwl, yn lefel y seintiau newydd. Ond yn sicr, ti'n modd, o rhan lle mae'r tabl yn y cwestiwn, yn sicr hon fydd y gêm mwy anodd iddyn nhw.
Wel, gen i ôl y tabl, nawr, jyst i esbonio le maen nhw. Maen nhw'n y bencampwriaeth, sef yr ail haen yn yr Alban, yn bedwerydd, sy'n golygu bod nhw mewn safle i gyrraedd gêm ail gyfle ar hyn o bryd hefyd. Maen nhw wedi ennill yn erbyn Arbroath sydd yn y bencampwriaeth, ond maen nhw ar y gwaelod. Felly, mae'n teimlo fel bod Edri yn glwb sydd gyda momentum ar hyn o bryd hefyd, Sean.
Maen nhw'n glwb mawr yn un o, fydd y gyfnogaeth da gyda hefyd. Rhyw 7-8 milltir yn o lawr y ffordd, felly dwi'n disgwyl i'r dorf na cynyddu yn ystod y munudau nesaf. Ond yn sicr hon fydd y her mwyaf i'r seintiau newydd.
Mae'n teimlo felly yn bendant. Mae'n dipyn o bnawn. Mae'n gêm fyw arall i chi fan hyn ar S4C. Ni edrych ymlaen yn fawr at hon. Y cefnogwyr wedi cyrraedd digon di crwydro'r holl ffordd o groesoswallt hefyd. Mae'n fyw pan ydyn nhw'n ôl wedi'r egwyl. Croeso nôl I Stadiwm Falkirk. Mae'r Seintiau Newydd wedi cyrraedd rownd derfynol. Cwpan her yr Alban yn cwrdd â Airdrieonians sy'n bedwerydd yn y bencampwriaeth yn yr Alban fan hyn. Mae'r haul yn gwenu. Fi'n credu bod hi'n reol. Mae rhaid yr haul wenu ar ddiwrnod rownd derfynol. Yn dos werth atgoffa pobl o'r hyn mae'r Seintiau yn gwneud tymor yma. Mae'n ennill 2 gystadleuaeth yn barod, y gyngred, cwpan y gyngred. Maen nhw'n mynd am cwpan Cymru, mynd am cwpan yma. 2 gêm gyfartal maen nhw wedi cael yn y gyngred. Sneb wedi curo nhw'n amlwg. Mae hwnna'n rhyfeddol pan chi feddwl am y peth, Sean.
Ie, maen nhw wedi mynd lan lefel y tymor yma yn y meddwl I, a dyna pam dwi'n meddwl falle fod nhw ffrifrynnau heddi y prawn yma. Yn sicr, maen nhw chwarae pêl-drod sydd ar lefel gwahanol gatre, a hwn yw'r her mwyaf heno.
Mae'n un o'r cwestiwn yna sy'n cael ei holi yn aml, ble byddech chi'n gosod nhw'n nghyngreiriau Lloegr, pa mor dda ydyn nhw. Ni'n cael rhyw deimlad, ni'n cael ci cymaru i'r raddau. Maen nhw wedi ennill yn erbyn tîm o Airdrieonians yn yr Alban, ennill yn erbyn tîm o'r bencampwriaeth. Felly mae'n ddiddorol gweld nhw'n mynd lan yn erbyn tîm eraill hefyd.
Ie, a dyna pan mae cystadleuaeth fel hyn mor bwysig I clwb fel y Seintiau Newydd. Fel o'n i'n gweud, y ffaith bod nhw'n broffesiynol, gallai cystadlu erbyn tîmau proffesiynol arall. Mae hwnna'n hynod bwysig i'r chwaraewyr. Mae'n
teimlo'n heri, reolwr hefyd, Craig Harrison yn sôn, mae wedi bod yn y rownd derfynol gyda Ceicona pam gollon nhw'n y gystadleuaeth yna ar lefel bersonol iddo fe. Maen nhw wedi ennill y gyngred, ond maen nhw'n sôn am ennill y 4, mynd drwy'r tymor heb golli gêm. Maen nhw'n gosod I targedau hunain.
Ydyn, ti sôn am y gêm na Ceicona erbyn Ross County. Dylen nhw fod wedi bod 2 gôl lan hanner amser. Dim ond 1 gôl I fyny o nhw. Felly'r peth pwysig i'r Seintiau Newydd heddi yw cymeryd y cyfleoedd pan maen nhw'n dod.
Ie, a jyst wrth ni'n gweld mae Adri ar y ffordd allan, chi'n ddau dim ar y ffordd allan yn amlwg. A chi jyst yn meddwl eto, dyn nhw ddim eisiau colli ar dim I tomen I hunain yn amlwg, ond dyn nhw'n yn bell, 12 milltir lawr y lôn, dyn nhw'n eisiau gael tîm o Gymru yn do fan hyn, a curo nhw.
A to be, falle bod hwnna'n rhoi bach fwy o bwysau arno nhw, y ffaith mae dyn nhw ddim yn chwarae gatre, ond fel ti'n gweud, mae rhyw 12 milltir maen nhw lawr y ffordd. Falle bod hwnna'n adio bach fwy o bwysau iddyn nhw.
Dyna ni, felly ni'n barod amdani, ni'n edrych yn fawr at hon, y rownd derfynol. Mae yna sylwebeth ar gael yn Saesneg. We've got English language commentary available on the red button. 2 mics for you. Mike Wilde, TNS legend, joining Mike Davis. Ac yn ei draw ar gyfer sylwebeth yn Gymraeg. Gyda llaw ar dyledu Alba, maen nhw'n sylwebu yn Gaeleg. Oedden pan maen nhw'n droi I siarad o'i gilydd, maen nhw'n troi i'r Saesneg. Dwi'n yn siŵr os nawn ni ddrysu Nick Parry gyda hynny heddi, ond y dyn hun sy'n aros amdano chi a rhywun wrth I ochr sy'n gyfarwydd iawn ar parthau yma. Owain Tudur-Jones.
Well, Diolch Dylan, welcome to the Falkirk Community Stadium on a beautiful spring afternoon on the outskirts of Edinburgh, where the new Saints and Airdrieonians will contest the 31st Scottish Challenge Cup final. Now this promises to be a fascinating encounter between Craig Harrison's side, who have already wrapped up their latest JD Cymru Premier title, along with the Nathaniel MG League Cup, and Rhys McCabe's Airdrie, who are enjoying a successful season in the Saints Championship following promotion last May. Now TNS would break new ground if they leave with a trophy this evening, while Airdrie are aiming to secure the trophy for a 5th time. Keeping me company on Red Button commentary is former TNS striker Michael Wilde. Simple question, Michael, can TNS do it?
I think so. It's going to be an absolutely fascinating game. Really looking forward to it. But I think TNS will just about get the job done.
In terms of team news, TNS, Danny Redmond and Rory Holden included in midfield. Brobbles on the bench. Ben Young, the top scorer, scored in every round. Robbie Hemfrey starts in goal for Airdrie. Nikolai Todorov got the winner against Wraith Rovers.
Yeah, it just looks like Rory might end up on that right-hand side of the 3. And that leaves a midfield 3 of Redmond, Smith and Clark. So it'll be an interesting midfield battle. And then I'm just wondering if these are going to go with the 4-diamond-2, just the way they're setting up. So it might be a narrow 3 at the top of the pitch. Or we'll find out in a little minute.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see, because the goalkeeper, Robbie Hemfrey, only starts his 2nd game following an injury to regular goalkeeper Josh Ray about a fortnight ago. Our referee this afternoon is Matthew McDermott, 30 years of age, former secondary school teacher, has already refereed 13 games in the SPL this season. And there is Todorov.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting day for Todorov. Obviously, Danny Davis and Paskey's up against today. The physicality of him, it'll be interesting to see who then comes out on top. And then obviously you got Young down the other end of the pitch in fine form. I'm sure he'll continue his goal scoring spree today.
And both Todorov and Young were the goal scorers in the semi-finals. Brad Young's winner here against Falkirk, breaking the hearts of the local supporters. And it's the New Saints who've taken their place in the Scottish Challenge Cup final. On the cusp of a quadruple. But Airdrieonians stand in their way. And they begin with a long ball down to put pressure on Captain Marriott. And he goes down straight away. Chris Marriott hurt in the first collision of the afternoon, Michael.
Yeah, I think that just sets the tone a little bit, and probably what's going to come Maz's way, and all the back four are going to have to deal with balls like that continuously, and just setting a little bit of a marker down there. He's up back on his feet, he's fine, and he'll continue with no problem at all.
And Chris Marriott captaining the team. Falkirk put him under an awful lot of pressure in the first 15 minutes. Do you think Airdrieonians will think there's a weak link there in the left-back position for the New Saints?
Possibly, but the years of experience Maz has now got with him, he can cope with the majority of attackers. He's still full of vibrance and fitness, and he'll be fine.
Now, Mike, you played in the Scottish Challenge Cup final 5 years to yesterday, I think, for Connah's Quay Nomads against Ross County at Inverness. Disappointment for you and the Nomads that day, losing by 3-1, but another excellent performance. But you think the New Saints can go one better today?
I do. I think things have moved on from 5 years ago. We had a couple of part-time players in that squad. This is full-time versus full-time, which obviously helps with the full 95, 96 minutes, whatever it takes to. And I think ultimately that was our downfall 5 years ago. I think TNS have got a fit, agile, athletic side and players to come on to affect that as well. So I can see them going one better and doing the Welsh sides proud today.
Yeah, loose pass there from Danny Redmond. A throw to Airdrieonians, currently 4th in the championship. Around 200 have made the trip from Oswestry north to the outskirts here of Edinburgh. Beautiful drive up this morning.
Yeah, it's always going to be a little bit of touch and go for the first 10 to 15 minutes. I think the midfield battle is going to be really important at the moment, and people just want to try and get a foothold in the game. Some of the players there just trying to get the ball moving quickly around the pitch and get a nice feel for it.
Interesting there, Todorov is a big, tall centre forward holding the ball up.
Yeah, and I think that's why Pask and Dan are going to have their work cut out today as well, because sometimes they haven't come up against that all season in the Welsh Prem, so different challenge for them this time round.
One word that's been used for the current form of Airdrieonians is inconsistent. They've won 11 and lost 11, and there's the player-manager, Rhys McCabe. And it's interesting that both he and Fordyce are included in the starting lineup today. Questions as to who's making all the decisions on the side. Ball played through, and it's Todorov again who holds the ball up well out to the left-hand side. Dangerous crossing, but it's too close to Connor Roberts. He looks round, and it's an important afternoon for Connor Roberts at the pull-out of the Cymru C squad at the beginning of last week with a niggle.
Yeah, and they're going to have to deal a lot with that today as well. So crosses coming in nice and early, so they're going to make sure they're going to be on the toes and getting first contacts and doing the horrible stuff, especially the first 15 minutes of this.
And here comes Jordan Williams down the left-hand side. Williams looking to cross, surely goal! Oh, goodness me, it's Brad Young at the far post. He was free in the 6-yard box.
And if you were going to put your money on anybody finishing that at the current time, it would be him. Would have been a great start after 4 minutes.
Oh, it was an open goal, Mike.
He's got a great contact, just needs a bit more direction centrally. Whether he's opened his foot up to hit that side netting or not, but it was not needed. The ball was already past the goalkeeper. A central finish would have been a better option.
Well, frustration for Craig Harris, and then the opening minute. 4 minutes played here at the Falkirk Community Stadium. And an excellent opportunity for the Welsh champions to go ahead Super work by Jordan Williams. Got the better of the right back there. Bannatyne got the cross in. It was almost a perfect cross in front of Brad Young, but he couldn't finish. Free kick awarded to the New Saints. The foul there on Josh Daniels' part on the near side. Jordan Williams, so important for the New Saints down the left-hand side, Mike.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of everything, Jordan. Obviously, he's got the pace, he's got power, he's direct. So he's the defender's nightmare, and he could cause a lot of problems today. This is where TNS have just got to be mindful of on the transition.
McStravick out to the left-hand side. Airdrieonians looking to lift the Scottish Challenge Cup for the 5th time. Last time they won it was back in 2009. Ball played out to the right-hand side. Good passage of passing and play here on the artificial surface at the Falkirk Community Ground. Roberts calls and Roberts collects and releases early into the feet of Redmond, and Redmond looks forward straight away looking for the run of Brad Young. And the ball is through to new goalkeeper wearing 40, Robbie Hemfrey, signed on a free following the injury to Josh Ray when he was concussed and spent 48 hours in hospital. So Hemfrey starts only his 2nd game for Airdrieonians. New Saints under pressure, ball played into the middle, and it's Marriott who has to tidy up at the far post.
A little bit more of an example there, the physicality that they're going to come up against.
Oh, that's a super ball and a super run again by Williams. Williams up against the central defender, looking to cross, and the ball is blocked and out for a throw.
It's the 2nd time we've got down that side now.
Having quite a bit of joy down that left-hand side, Mike, between Marriott and Jordan Williams in particular.
Yeah. I just think that Young will be really still disappointed about finishing that and obviously settling them nerves nice and early, but he's a top striker and he'll get that out of his...
Redmond in again towards Brad Young, but there is an offside flag against Young. A quality cross by Redmond, flashes across the 6-yard box.
Definitely that left-hand side, there's a lot of action coming down there. That's something Adrian are going to be mindful of. Both Marriott and Williams supplying excellent delivery from that side.
Well, there wasn't much in that either, in terms of an offside decision given against Brad Young between the defenders. Clever play by the former Aston Villa man.
Now, it probably goes to show how quickly he's got rid of that thought of the miss. Straight on to the next chance.
Airdrieonians known as the Diamonds. Ball played through, and runner Roberts has to be swiftly off his line.
Todorov again with a great reverse pass.
Todorov being the fulcrum, holds it up well. Ball is half cleared by the New Saints, and it falls to Williams, and Williams looking to release Brad Young. He's so swift across the ground. He looks for the free kick, nothing given. Strong play by Rhys McCabe, the player manager, and they release it early. Strong play by Airdrieonians, hold the ball up.
Yeah, again, Todorov is that platform with runners off him, creating opportunities. Great save by Connor, excellent. Wonder if he's just thinking if a little dink might have been on.
It was Frizzell with the run from midfield. with the V in the shirt. It's difficult to see the Airdrieonians numbers there. Got Bannatyne here wearing 2 out on the right back position. 16 is Watson. This is Craig Watson. Three appearances in the Scottish Challenge Cup this season. Ball played long. Again, pressure is put on Chris Marriott by Liam McStravick. Scored in the third round of this competition against Stirling University. This is Bannatyne. The ball played in towards the near post, and it is cleared by the New Saints.
Another crossing, dealt with very well.
It was Josh Pask, I think, who cleared it, yeah?
Yeah, and this is important, making sure the setup's right on set pieces. The big, the strong, they'll hang out around the back post and they'll attack it. Obviously, they've got big men in there, Watson, McKay, Pordroyce. I'm sure they'll be the targets.
And there'll be an in-swinging corner as well. Loud blast of the referee's whistle. It's high towards the far post, towards Todorov. It's half cleared. A deflection, and well defended by the New Saints. It is McStravick who collects. They recycle the ball well. And an opportunity, the best opportunity of the first half, 11 minutes play. Super run from midfield.
Yeah, just quite couldn't get it under control.
I think it might have been Gavin Gallagher or Charlie Telfer. And here come the New Saints, ball played back.
That's it.
Oh, super finish! And the New Saints lead, and it's Ben Clark with the opening goal. Well, it was Airdrieonians with the pressure from the corner, but the counter-attack by the New Saints is so effective. Down the side, the ball is pulled back, and it's Ben Clark who opens the scoring for the New Saints.
Young does ever so well, chasing the ball into the corner. That could easily been given as a foul. Gets back up, byline, cut back. Ben Clark opens his body, great finish. Similar to the opportunity Young had before. This time, though, more of a central finish after opening his foot up and straight down the middle of the goal. He's already past the goalkeeper. Excellent.
Well, what a start for the New Saints. They could easily be 2-0 up had Brad Young taken that first opportunity, but he's the creator here. His pace causing all sorts of problems to the Airdrieonians' defence. He was taken down, he was back on his feet. Good advantage played by the referee, and his pullback was perfect, and the run from Clark timed to perfection, and Craig Harrison jubilant.
Yeah, Airdrie will be disappointed, especially them defenders just not checking the shoulders as the midfielder bursts into the box. Somebody's got to be tracking the runner. Centre half must be opening his body up to see the danger and try and smell it out.
And as you said, and as we spoke before the game, Mike, the TNS, they were so determined to lift this trophy. It's something they've never won before. They want to be the first Welsh team to do so and keep their quadruple hopes alive.
Definitely, that's definitely something on everybody's mind at TNS. Wanting to do something that hasn't been done before and being a first. Everybody wants to be them type of teams, and this is definitely a team that can do that this season.
Strong hands from the cross by Connor Roberts. And it was McStravick that was closest to him, but not the tallest. McStravick. An opportunity now, perhaps, with you got that goal, settle things down a bit, and once again a perfectly timed pass from the back into the feet of scorer Ben Clark. Ball pulled back to Holden. Holden looking for the run of Brad Young, who's everywhere at the moment.
Yeah, his movement's outstanding.
Super play. Redmond, opportunity to shoot. Does he take it? Yes, he does! And the ball moving around all over the plate. And a super save by Robbie Hemphrey.
TNS really piling on the pressure now as well.
Excellent touches from midfield. And that ball swerving all over the place, and Hemphrey did well to force it over the bar.
Yeah, I think it's a standard save for the keeper, as you say. If there's a little bit of swerve on it, then sometimes they're hard to deal with, but more than a comfortable save.
Really exciting first quarter of an hour here at the Falkirk Community Ground. Ball played towards the far post. Danny Davis with a header, and it will be... Well, I think there's an offside in the middle. Danny Davis wanted the corner to keep the pressure on. But you must say, Mike, the first 15 minutes, the New Saints have coped well.
They certainly have, and they've had the two best opportunities as well, and they've managed to put one away, and that is the main thing.
All the highlights from the games involving Welsh Prem teams will be shown tomorrow night and repeated on Tuesday night on Sgorio, including Cardiff Mets win at Caernarfon and Conisky Nomads reaching the Welsh Cup final. And I'm sure everybody from Conisky will be hoping that Michael Wilde will be fit to take his place in the squad for that game on the 28th of April. What's the situation currently, Mike?
Yeah, so a little niggle at the moment, but the lads are outstanding yesterday and made up to be in the final.
Oh, opportunity here. Oh, super tackle. I think it was Danny Davis who came across, and it McStravick again. He was the one who was free. He was the one who got the shot towards goal. Super block. Here it comes again. Pressure on the New Saints defence. Can't take your eyes off this one, Mike. We can't talk about anything else.
Very good start, very good start. That's a brilliant atmosphere here as well.
We're surrounded by Airdrieonian supporters here, but the New Saints supporters making themselves heard, and they're the ones ahead currently. 1-0, and here comes Connor Roberts, punches clear. It's a race for the ball, and it's Young who arrives there first. Watson. Telfer in midfield. And the ball played long. McStravick again. He's in this time, but again an excellent block by the TNS defenders. Liam McStravick making that run, 19 years of age.
Yeah, that's the third time now that same straight ball's gone through the two centre halves, and another opportunity goes begging.
Well, to be fair to the Airdrieonians, they could easily, had they taken their chances, be level, Mike.
Yeah, and that's the difference, especially in a final. The first 20 minutes, if you can take them early opportunities, it holds you in good stead.
TNS looking to keep possession in their traditional format and formation. Roberts out to the wing. Can't quite keep the move going. They bite in the tackle and force the Airdrieonians defenders all the way back to goalkeeper Hemfrey, who clears over halfway. It's contested in the air. It's Todorov who wins it again. And this time the free kick goes in favour of TNS. And you can hear what the Airdrieonian supporters think of that, Mike.
Well, you probably think you probably know what I think about that as well. It's I mean, I wouldn't be giving that a free kick, certainly wouldn't. Oh, that's what he's going to have to deal with today, Dan, and if he comes out of it on top, then TNS will be in a really good position, because the physicality side of it, the direct play, the runners off them, that's what's going to be asked of them today.
Here's the opportunity again for McStravick. Super block, well played by Josh Pask. Nikolai Todorov is really tall. He's just towering over the referee there. Redmond in quickly. Ball breaks kindly for the Saints. Captain Marriott feeds it out to Williams. Stands it up towards the far post. Marriott again on the volley. His shot is blocked. Fires out for a throw-in. Clark, the scorer. Nice play, keeping possession. pass, Marriott, sorry, to Jordan Williams. This time they go long, looking for the runner from midfield. They do win a throw. Fordyce, the assistant coach, heads clear, but the ball at the feet of Captain Marriott. New Saints ahead by a goal to nil. A 12th minute thunderbolt by Ben Clark. Super run, time to perfection from midfield. The ball pulled back excellently by top scorer Brad Young. Real good feel and tempo and pace to the game, Mike.
Yeah, and I think he's trying to settle in now, TNS. Obviously, they've got the goal. They might not want to force balls forward and make the turnover happen, but Brad Young's a willing runner, and he'll continue to chase them balls down. I just think if they can start getting a little bit more control in the middle of the park now, it'll bode well for them for the next 10-15 minutes.
One would have to say as well that quite a lot of pressure on Airdrieonians today to win the game, having being the only Scottish team to get to the final here. There's only about a 12-mile distance from their home ground to the Falkirk community ground, and the local Falkirk supporters, talking to a few of them before the game, so disappointed that it's not their team that have appeared in today's final. But here come the New Saints down the side again, opportunity to cross, clever play, ball is pulled back. Is that handball? Nothing given by our referee Matthew McDermott. Take a look at that again, and Michael Wilde will be all over it. Ball played forward, McStravick again. Oh, what a super goal! He's taken the opportunity at last, wearing 12, Liam McStravick. Yeah, second goal in the Scottish Challenge Cup. A simple ball played forward, and he volleys it out of the reach of Connor Roberts. 22 minutes played here at the Falkirk Community Stadium, and now it's TNS 1, Airdrieonians 1.
Yeah, he's been threatening, hasn't he? I think this is his third opportunity. Ball over the top. Takes it early this time without taking a touch. Catches Connor Roberts by surprise and loops it over him. Excellent finish. Absolutely superb finish. And we've got a real game on our hands now.
Took the shot on really early, out of the reach of Connor Roberts, and McStravick celebrates, and it's 1-1. New Saints 1, Airdrieonians 1. Ben Clark for the New Saints, and now Liam McStravick.
You can't help but think he's probably weighed things up from his first couple of chances where he's took an extra touch, and obviously it's bounced really nice for him just outside the box for him to finish that.
And he's been the most impressive of the Airdrieonians attackers. He's been, as you say, a willing runner. He's making the runs through, and it's interesting to see, you know, who should be picking up that run.
Well, it's between obviously Pask and Danny Davis. Danny Davis has obviously got his mind set on Todorov a lot as well. But as long as McStravick keeps making them runs, I believe he'll get in a couple more times as well off the back of what we've seen in the first 24 minutes.
They play it long, looking for the height of Todorov. Ball is headed clear. Strong challenge far side by Rory Holden. Throw goes in favour of Airdrieonians.
Just before that goal, though, that's what I was trying to allude to over TNS. Maybe a couple more passes and not pushing the ball forward quite as early, gain a little bit of control of the game when you're 1-0 up in a final. These things can sometimes just take a little bit more time, and passing sequences and gaining control of the game at certain points is really important.
Oh, Young's done excellently there with his body and the pass. Williams does well as well to keep the ball in, but that's a solid tackle by Telfer. Gallagher. And again the run from midfield, and Connor Roberts is on his heels to begin with. The run by Charlie Telfer from midfield.
Yeah, and that's why this narrow three that they're playing as well is so effective. Every single chance, majority of them come down in central areas, little balls over the back four. and it's obviously keeping the two centre-halves on their toes.
Well, there's a super atmosphere at the Falkirk Community Ground. Everybody on their feet here around us. That goal has really sparked Airdrieonian supporters into life. But here come TNS again, and that's a super piece of play down the left-hand side. The cross a little too close to Robbie Hemfrey, and he'll be relieved to have the ball.
Yeah, it's certainly end-to-end.
"25 minutes played, it's flown by." Scottish Challenge Cup final. Ball played long again, and Danny Davis is caught out. Opportunity here. It's crossed in. Surely it must go in. Oh goodness me! How on earth did
Daniels? What a block on the line!
Miss that.
Absolutely unbelievable block by Daniels.
It's Josh Daniels at the far post. Michael, take us through this.
Yeah, again, Dan's just been caught under the ball a little bit, but you're expecting somebody to throw their body on the line and get that ball over the line somehow. But it's a brilliant throw by Daniels, and he's managed to play it off Todorov, thinking it goes over for a goal kick. Even better outcome.
Well, super play by Josh Daniels, but danger again for the New Saints, and it's the ball down the side that's causing the problems, and there's a yellow card in here for the scorer, Liam McStravick. Scores the goal after 22 minutes, sees a yellow card. It's all happening for the 19-year-old from Belfast. Scored 2 against Arbroath last week, but he sees the first yellow card of the afternoon. Liam McStravick of Airdrieonians.
Yeah, I think that's just because TNS are in a really good position attacking. Bit of a tactical one.
Here come the New Saints down the left-hand side again. Jordan Williams, but it was a 2 versus 1 there. Looking to play the ball beyond the defender. More questioning of referee Matthew McDermott by the Airdrieonians coaching staff who are on the field. Rhys McCabe, deserving of a yellow card?
Not at all. As I say, I think it was the situation, the fact that TNS were in a good position, which warrants the yellow card. There was no malice in that.
Ball played long again, causes problems for the TNS defenders. Pass across and he clears. And this is Airdrieonians' best spell of the match by far. Cammy Ballantyne with a throw. Watson goes all the way back to Hemfrey. Approach the half hour, 1-1. Nothing between the teams. Excellent start for the New Saints, but then McStravick bringing Airdrieonians back into the game. Free kick awarded again. This time it's Charlie Telfer. The tackle, or the foul on Leo Smith. Marriott fires it out to Daniels. Holden in support. TNS have got to the semi-final of this competition before, where they lost out to St Mirren. They're so... and a poor pass there by Josh Pass, but the pressure was on. The press was on, and they forced the mistake, Mike.
Yeah, and that's it. That's something that obviously TNS in the domestic league doesn't always come up against, and obviously the direct play with runners off, etc. So the defence is going to be asked a hell of a lot more than what normally are today.
Ball played through. Is there an offside? Connor Roberts. Well, there is a late flag. Again, it's Liam McStravick with that run from midfield, timed almost to perfection. And they are finding it really hard to pick him up. Liam McStravick. If you were Craig Harrison now, Michael Wilde, what would be the instructions?
I'd still go back to the same situation as we said before. They need a foothold in this game and make sure that chances don't come easy by Airdrie. So keeping hold of the ball, moving it quickly, side to side, move them about, and then obviously trying to get Jordan Williams down the side and even Daniels down this side.
It could be a corner, and it is going to be a corner to the New Saints. Josh Daniels, real attacking threat down the right-hand side, got the deflection and the touch off the defender. Plenty of height in this TNS team, in Josh Pask, Jordan Williams, Danny Davis as well. There'd be Leo Smith with the corner, right-footed outswinger. In it comes, edge of the box. There's a race to the ball. Danny Davis gets there first. This is Redmond, clever feet by Redmond, looking for the pass. Again, it's Clark. Airdrieonians making a bit of a meal of clearing it, but they pick up the second ball. And it's Charlie Telfer again, and Telfer looks for the run of Todorov. Across comes Captain Marriott, but he slips, and Todorov picks it up. In comes the cross, and almost turned in by Adam Frizzell, the captain. The mistake by Marriott.
Yeah, another great chance as well. Just pouncing on that mistake. There's not enough pace going back to the goalkeeper. Cut back. Just a little bit more enthusiasm, a little bit more guile to get on the end of that.
Opportunities increasing for Airdrieonians, whereas TNS created the early chances, the clearer early chances, and taking one of them through Ben Clark. But since the goal, Airdrieonians dominating possession and opportunities, Mike.
Yeah, they feel quite comfortable at the moment. That's why I was trying to allude to maybe TNS taking a couple of passes, not forcing things, a little bit more possession, and then looking for them runs once they've moved the ball side to side a couple of times. Then can they get down the sides of them and create them opportunities like they did do earlier on in the first 5 and 10 minutes.
It's interesting as well, Brad Young was the one who caused so many problems for the Airdrie defenders in the first 15 minutes, and since they've equalised, Airdrieonians, we haven't seen much of Brad Young.
No, and you want to keep somebody like Brad Young constantly in the game, constantly moving them centre halves, and them type of balls that Maz has just put down the line. We'll continue to do that.
Redmond and Williams combine, and it will be another corner for the Cymru Premier champions. Jordan Williams, 31 years of age, 10 league goals this season, 5 appearances in the Scottish Challenge Cup, and he's had quite a lot of joy down the left-hand side against Cammy Ballantyne, and this time he wins a corner. 12 minutes to the break, 1-1 here at the Falkirk Community Stadium in the Scottish Challenge Cup final. Captain Marriott over the corner, in it comes, super header, hits the post. Oh, what a super header. Ball still not away, Daniels, but he can't get to that one. Well, head in hands moment.
What a great delivery once again from Marriott. Connection, superb, direction, just an inch.
And it was Josh Daniels with the header, the right back. It was a free header, it was almost a perfect header. Nobody on the post for Airdrieonians. And TNS unlucky not to be ahead, Mike.
Yeah, with that chance, it's an excellent header. Just an inch too short.
Fordyce organising his defenders. Marriott. Super ball in by the captain for that Josh Daniels header. New Saints almost having a second win now towards the end of this first half. A half that they began so well, creating the opening opportunities and taking one through Ben Clark, the goal created by Brad Young. 10 minutes to the break, Mike, has been pretty helter-skelter stuff.
It has. First 10-15 minutes, there was chances galore. I thought TNS had the upper hand in the first 5 to 10 minutes. Airdrie now got themselves back into the game through the goal, and probably arguably now been creating the most consistent and better chances as well through balls over the top.
And again the ball over the top. McStravick is in, Josh Parsk is there, Connor Roberts with the save, and the New Saints lucky to escape there, and it's McStravick, a real thorn in the New Saints side in this first half. Liam McStravick.
Connor's had to pull off another great save as well and smother, make himself as big as possible and smother the ball.
Sure, we'll see the replay in a second. Can't take your eyes off the ball, off the game though. Ball played long. Todorov turns, looking to feed in to the feet of McStravick, and again a late tackle, edge of the box. This time on Danny Davis.
Yeah, that's a foul, that, but it just goes to show Todorov's strength, the way he's bringing people into play. He's got runners off him.
And it was McStravick, and he will need to be careful on the yellow card.
Yeah, he has been very much the focal point of this half. Just don't want to be for the wrong reasons.
Full of enthusiasm, the 19-year-old from Belfast. Headed forward by Captain Marriott, cleared by the Airdrieonians defenders. Opportunities for both sides since the goal.
Just a little bit more quality in front of both goals. Possibly could see 2 or 3 goal lead by one team.
Good vision by Leo Smith, spreading the play to Daniels. Looking so key for the New Saints in defence this afternoon, clearing and blocking that shot on the line, and then almost putting the Cymru Premier champions ahead. Perfectly placed header, unfortunately came off the post. Daniels again into the feet of Young, but nothing seems to be sticking with Young at the moment since that goal by McStravick. And again he's in the play, but it's nipped in and taken away by Williams. Forward to Young. Young's pace takes him away. Young on his left foot, past the post. Electric pace by Brad Young, but unfortunately on his left foot couldn't hit the target.
Yeah, I think this touch just takes him slightly out wide, that one there, and just kills his angle a little bit, and I think the goalkeeper would have had that covered anyway. But it was a tough opportunity.
Yeah, 3 covering defenders coming across as well, wasn't it? Probably would have got a block in. The best we've seen from Brad Young since Airdrieonians is equaliser. Much to ponder by Craig Harrison. What do you think he'll make of his team's first half performance, Mike?
I think he'll be impressed with the first 10 minutes, the way they come out, the way they've created chances, the way they've got down the sides. I just think the control element of the game possibly needs looking at. I'm sure that's what he'll reinforce at half-time. Be a little bit more settled on the ball. Can they move the ball back a little bit quicker? And then chances will come off the back of that.
There's certainly not much to choose between the two teams. They're really well matched, aren't they?
Yes, they certainly are. I think one thing's for sure, there'll be more chances created. I think there's going to be more goals in this. It's certainly not going to die a death.
Well, it's free kick to Airdrieonians at the end of this first half as we almost enter the last 5 minutes. goes by Brad Young for the New Saints and Liam McStravick with equaliser for Airdrieonians, one each at the Falkirk Community Ground. This time they go down the side, trying to create an opportunity. Across comes Daniels and he gets the block in, and it will be a goal kick. And it's Josh Daniels who's having an excellent game for TNS, frustrating Charlie Telfer there by winning his side a goal kick.
Yeah, they've just gone short on the free kick, trying to pull TNS over, trying to then isolate the back post. But it's a great block by Daniels.
Huge game here in Scotland today, huge game for Wales on Tuesday night. The playoff final for Euro 2024, Wales versus Poland. Tuesday, 7:20, live on S4C. Can Rob Page and his charges reach Germany? Super performance against Finland the other night, a 4-1 win. Poland will pose a different challenge, but everything to play for with a red ball behind the red shirts of Wales. Back here at the Falkirk Community Stadium, it's the Welsh champions looking to lift the Scottish Challenge Cup for the first time. Here they come again. Ball played forward towards Young. It's cleared by the Airdrieonians defenders. It's free in midfield. Marriott gets to the ball first, wins the free kick, and it will be another yellow card. And the yellow card is shown and it's Gallagher, I think, who will receive the yellow card. Gavin Gallagher, another 19-year-old, only his third start of the season. The late tackle on Marriott and the free kick going in favour of the New Saints. Late in this first half then, ball with Holden. Holden crosses on his left foot towards the far post. Nobody wearing the blue of the New Saints. Brad Young wanted a free kick there for handball, nothing given. Leo Smith under pressure. The New Saints failed to retain possession, and it's the Airdrieonians working their way down the sides here. Again, the ball played forward, but this time it eludes the runners from midfield. But Connor Roberts chooses to release the ball quickly, and he's closed down. Couple of minutes to go to half-time. Mike, what do you think both managers will be telling their players at the end of this half? Let's just wait for this passage of play to end, and again I think there's a free kick given against McStravick. Yeah, just to ask, in terms of what the instructions will be at the end of this half, who do you think will be the happier of the two managers?
I think they'll have mixed thoughts. I think the start from Airdrie was quite slow. I think TNS were on top. I think a lot more control. I keep coming back to the control elements at the moment. It's a little bit basketball game. There's no the midfield battle is not getting won by anybody in particular. There's loose balls that are flying around in midfield at the moment because the transitions are happening too quickly. So that control element in the final is really important. Obviously, somebody would love to go one goal up before they get that control, and I think that's why we're going to see a lot more chances, especially early on in the second half.
Marriott getting his head up, looking for the run of Jordan Williams. Watson volleys clear for Airdrieonians, a throw to the New Saints. We enter the last minute of an entertaining first half here in Falkirk in the Scottish Challenge Cup final. Smith looking to change the point of attack. Out to Daniels. Daniels turns, needs support. Closed down by McStravick. Brad Young does well in the first place, but it loses out in terms of possession. And it's Airdrieonians again who look to play the ball down the channel. It's Danny Davis across. Wales international pulled out of the latest international win with this final in mind. Throw goes in favour of Airdrieonians. Chris Marriott, captain, doesn't agree. Only 1 minute will be added at the end of this exciting first half. Chances at both ends and everything to play for in the second half. To be fair to the referees, kept things moving. 2 yellow cards for Airdrieonians players, Stravic and Gallagher. I think both sides, Mike, will be happy now to go in 1-1.
Yeah, you've got that feeling for the past 3 or 4 minutes now. Well, there might be one last opportunity before the half.
Seconds left at the end of this first half. Airdrieonians put the ball into the box. Leo Smith tidying up, feeds Daniels. Leo Smith goes to ground. Final whistle of the half from referee Matthew McDermott. Been a really entertaining half of football. Ben Clark finishing off a super move down the right-hand side by Brad Young. Great cross by the striker, and Ben Clark burying the opportunity past Hemfrey. But it was the Airdrieonian side who struck back, and it was Liam McStravick who got on the end of a super pass from midfield. And at the break, here at Falkirk, it's New Saints 1, Airdrieonians 1.
hanner cynta a hanner yn y rownd derfynol ma. Ddi wastad yn mynd i fod yn her i'r Seintiau Newydd, ond fe ddechreuon nhw ar dan a Brad Young o bawb yn methu cyfle enfawr. Ond Young yn creu hefyd, a Clark yn taro am dymor. Mae Ben Clark yn cael i'r Seintiau Newydd. Nôl dath Edri, McStravic yn taro, tipyn o ergyd. A fel ni wedi sôn, tipyn o hanner cyntaf, mae'n gyfartal fan hyn yn Falkirk, y Seintiau Newydd 1. Airdrieonians 1. Sean Moredis sy'n cadw cwmni i fi. Wel, o'n i'n disgwyl gêm agos, o'n i'n disgwyl gym yn y gyffro, Sean?
O'n i ddim yn disgwyl gêm mor agoriadol â hynny. Mae'n ffeinal, ti'n meddwl, falle mae'r ddoi dîm yn nerfus, ond chwarae teg, mae'r ddoi dîm wedi ymroed yn y hanner cyntaf.
A dewch chi weld y gol agoriadol, y Seintiau Newydd yn mynd ar y blaen. Mae rhaid i ganmol gymaint am y symudiad yma. Mae symudiad da, Brad Young yn aros ar ei drad, neu'n codi eto ar ei drad. Byddai'r lot ddim wedi gwneud hynny. Na, ti'n iawn. Daniel gyda'r bel a'r hediad Young, fel ti'n gweud, oedd e'n rhoi rhyw medr i'r amddiffynwr fyna. Ddim yn mynd lawr, ddim yn cael clywed y chwiban, felly mae'n chwarae ymlaen. Ac yna yn sgwaro i Clark, mae'n gol o safon, hon yw'r bel, mae'r hediad yn arbennig, cael ei blaen i drod codi lan, a fel o'n i'n gweud, mae'n jyst yn cario ymlaen fel rhywbeth o Superman. Ydy, mae'n dipyn o'r hediad. Ben Clark, 14 o goliau nawr tymor yma, Sean. Mae fe'n un o'r brif creuwyr y cyngrair. Fi'n gwybod, mae pawb yn sgorio, pawb yn creu'r Seintiau, falle un o'r arwyr na sydd ddim yn cael gymaint o sylw. Ie,
dwi'n wastad yn braf, mae'n brofiad braf, yn wegi sgorio mewn ffeinal fel la. Felly fydd e'n hapus, wrth gwrs, ond Brad Young fydd e ddim yn hapus gyda'r mis na ar y dechrau.
Ie, gen i weld o'na yn y man, ond nôl dath Edri. Maen nhw wedi bod yn gystadleuol, maen nhw wedi creu hefyd, ond yn dipyn o gol.
Ie, maen nhw'n jyst yn colli'r bel na'n ganol ca, mae'r capten yn pigo lan, mae'n rhediad da, a mae'r bas yn gelfydd mewn i trad McStravic sydd yn benni ddi. Wel, mae'n gol o safon, ond mae'r bel ma gen y capten, gweld yr hediad, yn crymanu ddi mewn i'r hediad McStravic, ac mae'n top bins yn ei fel maen nhw'n gweud.
Maen nhw wedi chwarae'r bel fach na, cwpl o weithiau. Dwi ddim yn uniongyrchol, mae'n bel fach glyfar lawr y canol, wedi achosi problemau.
Ie, to be, fi creu, oherwydd bod y Seintiau Newydd, ond fel arfer y whare yn erbyn tîmau sydd â un ymysodwr, maen nhw ar gyda 2, felly mae'n cymlethu pethau rhai weithiau, a dyna falle mae'n gwagledd falle i ffind o'r hediadau fel la. Felly mae'n rhywbeth mae'n rhaid i'r Seintiau Newydd ymdopi gyda'r ail hanner.
Ie, angen addasu, a maen nhw wedi cael eu cyfleoedd, fel o Sean yn gweud, y cyfle cynnar na i Brad Young. 2 munud ar y cloc, o'n i fel, mae mewn.
Wel, sy'n ti'n rhoi dy mortgage a ni, mae fe'n rhys bod mewn, wel, mae fe'n sgorio golau dir i y tymor hyn, a dwi ddim cweit yn cael ei drad yn iawn, mae'r bas eto safon Williams yn ffindo fe'r postyn pell na, mae'r bel yn dod yn gadw'n gyflym na'r unig beth wedaeth fe, ond mae'r chwaraewr o safon fel yn goffo sgorio.
Ie, a ddi bron yn bod yn degfed gol ar hugen, ni'n gweld nhw'n dod eto hefyd. Maen nhw'n creu, maen nhw wedi achosi problemau. Mae'n anodd gweld pa ffordd mae'r gêm yn mynd, i fod yn onest, ar hyn o bryd.
Ie, to be, mae'r ddoi dîm fel sy'n nhw'n cael cyfnodau, falle'r Seintiau Newydd yn dechrau'n dda, mae cwarter awr cynta, wedyn y tîm Catrin dod mewn iddi.
Am beniad oedd honna gyda llaw gan Daniels.
Mae yna safon, a i bach ar y lwcus, pido dod nôl oddi ar y gol geidwad o safbwynt TNS.
Ie, mae gemau terfynol yn gallu bod yn bethau diflas. Ni wedi cael hynny. Mae rhaid, chi'n teimlo bod rhyw falchder lleol hefyd. O'n i'n gweud cyn y gêm. Eithon nhw ar ei hôl hi, ond nhw bach o sioc iddyn nhw. Dwi'n mysig colli na fe'n tîm o Gymru.
Na, yn sicr, fel o'n i'n gweud, mae'r ddoi dîm wedi cael cyfnodau yn dyn nhw. Yn sicr, 20 munud yn ganol y hanner cynta. Ond nhw ar top a amddiffyn da gan y Seintiau Newydd hefyd. Fi'n gwybod ambell un yn cam sefyll, ond rhaid nhw rhoi eu cyrff ar y linell fel petai.
Do, mae'n bod yn dipyn o gêm yn hyn yn Falkirk. Digon o wynebau cyfarwydd. Mae'n sylwebu gyda ni'n Saesneg pro yma ar sgorio, un o arwyr y Seintiau Newydd, Mike Wild. Mae wedi mynd lawr i gael gair da Nicky John, ond mae wedi gael ffordd rhedeg hanner ffordd rownd y cae. Felly gan i weld os wedi cael ei anadlynol. Nicky, falle bod y cwestiwn cyntaf fod ni'n hir i helpu e.
Yeah, dwi'n meddwl bod ti'n iawn, Dal. Mike, I'll be honest, I was scared that you'd stood me up or something. I was starting to go, where's Mike Wild? Where's Mike Wild? You were over the far side of the pitch. For someone that's supposed to be injured at the moment, you made a mad dash to come round. Are you okay?
Yes, just about getting my breath back one more right now, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll give you a second. First half, though, from TNS. What have you made of the way that they've come out and gone about this first half so far?
I thought they started off really well. We got some great opportunities in the first 10 minutes. Just goes to show how important that last third, final third stuff, putting the ball in the back of the net is really important because it then sets the tone, obviously, for the rest of the half.
Do you think that we're seeing them maybe having to play a different style of football to what they're used to this afternoon as well?
100%. Obviously, the defence have a lot more work to do. And they're playing up against Todorov, who's a big physical presence. We've got runners going in between two centre-halves as well. And Max Straver's causing a lot of problems and probably should be disappointed that he hasn't scored another 1 or 2 goals.
You know him well. What will Craig Harrison be saying in that dressing room at the moment?
Overall, he'd be happy with the 1-1. I do think that they should have been able to take some more chances, opportunities, so he'll be gutted in respect of that. And I think controlling the game is really important as well at key stages. That probably should have happened after the goal as well, rather than trying to get the second straight away and then getting caught in possession of the ball quite often as well.
Mike, I'm going to let you make your way round back up to the commentary box. Try and go the short way this way, though. Egwyl sy'n nesaf gyda ni rwan, ond dewch yn ôl ato ni ar gyfer yr ail hanner rhwng y Seintiau Newydd ac Airdrieonians yng Nghwpan yn rownd derfynol Cwpan Her yr Alban mewn 2 funud.
Croeso nôl ato ni I Falkirk, rownd derfynol sydd â ni heddi, a mae lot mwy I ddod dros y dyddiau nesaf. Cofiwch, nos fori, 10 o gloch, gewch chi weld holl uchafbwyntiau'r penwythnos. Ni'n crwydro'r cyngreiriau o'r cenedlaethol i'r lleol, fel mae sgorio'n gallu gwneud. A hefyd, nos fawr, Cymru, Gwlad Pwyl. Welwn chi na. Byddwch yn barod I groesi popeth, fi'n credu. Ail hanner mawr I ddod fan hyn, nôl â ni. At Owen Tudur-Jones and Nick Parry.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Scorio's Red Button English commentary. Keeping me company this afternoon is former TNS striker Michael Wilde. Just to inform you, there will be a substitution for the home team. And Dean McMaster is on, and instead of the player manager Rhys McCabe. So Mike, Rhys McCabe, player manager, has been substituted. Dean McMaster takes his place. What can we read into that, really? Injury?
Possibly not, just obviously change of personnel, and it's a like for like, so we'll go straight down to the bottom of the three. And he'll probably look to get on the ball and try and keep things ticking over and gain a little bit more control in that midfield, as we alluded to before the half was out.
Yes, and Dean McMaster, 20 years of age, a Scotland under-17 international. He played in every round of the Scottish Challenge Cup. And he takes Rhys McCabe, the player manager, one of the youngest player managers in the Scottish Football League, at 31 years of age. Now take his place on the bench. And one thing that Craig Harrison will really want now is a positive start to the second half. There is Rhys McCabe, substituted at half-time, taking his place in the dugout. And Mike, Craig Harrison, as you said, they'll be looking for a positive start now, the new Saints, not giving the initiative to Airdrieonians.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a response, especially for the last 20 minutes of that first half. Obviously, keeping possession of the ball, knocking it around a little bit quicker, a little bit sharper, once regaining possession of the ball, and trying to get down the sides with Clark, and obviously Young's elusive running and his movement, hoping to get in between them two centre-halves.
Daniels, who had an excellent first half in defence and in attack, almost put the Saints back in front. The free header from the corner, striking the post. It will be a throw. Some causing problems for Josh Daniels. Chooses the pass to Clark. Smith. Good start by the new Saints. It's better by Leo Smith, but Brad Young can't hold the ball up. He's trying to win the ball back, but it breaks in favour of Airdrieonians. Goals in the first half from Ben Clark, his third in the tournament. Ball played long. A run from McStravick, bringing the equaliser for Airdrieonians. I mustn't forget the contribution of Connor Roberts, who saved TNS on a couple of occasions in the first half as well. A number of blocked shots by Josh Paskin, Danny Davis. It's interesting for us, Mike, watching the new Saints week in, week out. We don't see them under pressure like they were in that first half very often.
No, especially central as well. So there was a couple of balls there, straight down the middle, asking questions to the two centre-halves, putting it on them a little bit, and then obviously second balls getting picked up and threaded in between the two centre-halves as well. Max Traven on a few occasions getting in between them both, and using Todoroff almost as a platform, definitely caused TNS a lot of problems.
Ballantyne with a throw, and plenty, I'm sure, for Craig Harrison to think about as he goes for his first Scottish Challenge Cup win. Jordan Williams to Smith. Moving the ball quickly be the key for the Cymru Premier champions. Talking to a number of Airdrieonian supporters at half-time, they were really expectant, they were really thinking that their team would go on and win this quite comfortably. Currently 4th in the championship, were promoted last year through the playoffs. Beat Falkirk over 2 legs, and then Hamilton Academicals to take their place. They were outsiders to do so, certainly holding their own in 4th position in the championship. On this run they beat University of Stirling, Rangers B, Greenock Morton on penalties, and then that 1-goal win against Wraith Rovers in the semi-final. Brad Young comes deep and misses out there.
Yeah, better by TNS though, there's a little bit more control. Obviously they're feeling each other out again in the first 5 or 10 minutes of the half. But it's definitely not like a basketball game like it was at some points in the first half.
Brad Young got the winning goal here against Falkirk in that semi-final. He's got 29 for the season. It's quite interesting because Declan McManus, I'm sure, was the #1 choice at the beginning of the season. He's been hampered by injury. But Brad Young has certainly taken his chance, Mike.
Yeah, and he's more than enough stepped up to the plate there, and he's got a multitude of finishes in his locker as well, which I've really been really impressed with. Whether it's first time finishes, getting across defenders, and causing them problems on the run.
Free kick awarded to Airdrieonians. This is Dean McMaster on as a substitute. Ball played long. McMaster tidying up. Hemphrey goes long, headed clear by Marriott. The free kick for the foul on Redmond. And that by Gallagher. Gavin Gallagher on a yellow card. Played in the second half, a quiet passage of play in comparison to what we saw in the first half. Pretty helter-skelter in the first half, a quieter passage, Mike.
Yeah, it's a little bit scrappier, isn't it? But I think both teams, like we said earlier on, they're trying to gain a little bit of control, a little bit of momentum, get passes in. That's exactly what Airdrie are going to try and do now before they look for that penetrating pass, either down the sides or directly over the top.
That's a super pass, opportunity to cross, into the middle it comes, but it's too close to Connor Roberts. A super pass from defence to release the left back. Oh, and a mistake there by Danny Davis, concedes possession and the throw. I think there will be a second substitution here by Airdrieonians, and it will be Gavin Gallagher who leaves the field. And he's going to be replaced by #7, Josh O'Connor. So Gallagher leaves the field, he's on a yellow card, he just fouled as well, so O'Connor comes on, 19 years of age, on loan from Hibs. Scored a goal in an earlier round, in the 3rd round against Stirling University. So 2 changes by Rhys McCabe, bringing on Josh O'Connor and Dean McMaster early in the second half. Davies. Under pressure down the channel, but pretty aimless pass there from Danny Davies. He was under pressure. Left back is Mason Hancock, 21 years of age. Hancock at left back, Cammy Ballantyne at right back, Watson and Fordyce in the middle. Ball swept out towards the left hand side, looking for Jordan Williams. He feeds Marriott. Williams is there again in the move. Marriott into the feet of Young, but it's come off the referee. Matthew McDermott. Was that a pretty good game, Mike? Yeah, referee?
Yeah,
things going?
Yeah, he certainly has, yeah. I thought he's been spot on with most of his decisions, if not all of them.
Ball played in towards the middle. It was Brad Young with a touch, but no problems for Robbie Hemfrey. So 10 minutes played, Mike. What do you make of the first...
It totally contradicts the first 10 minutes of the game, and I think that's because nobody wants to give any chances away. I think it's a little bit more subdued, getting more of a feel for the ball, obviously trying to dominate the ball a little bit more, and I think just looking for that open opportunity, because obviously now a team doesn't want to go one goal down, because they know it's an uphill battle, especially in a final.
Stravik trying to flick that one round the corner. Williams does well, pokes the ball past the defender. That's a good tackle by Watson. Throw goes in favour of the New Saints. You can hear what the Airdrieonians faithful think of that decision. And another foul as well, and it's going to make things even worse as the volume goes up in terms of the complaints and protestations from the Airdrieonian supporters all around us here. No clear opportunities at the beginning of the second half. Really canny passage of play here now. Two substitutions made by Airdrieonians. McMaster and O'Connor are on. Here's Daniels, continued his run, receives the ball, crosses in low. Young turns. Again, it's with Daniels, turns in on his left foot, opportunity to shoot. Smith to Redmond. They play it wide to the captain. Marriott crosses. No height in there for the New Saints. It breaks for Daniels. And in the end, Airdrieonians do clear, and a foul is awarded, and Leo Smith protests. He doesn't think there was much of a touch there on Liam McStravick, the Airdrieonians scorer. The physio is called onto the pitch immediately. Mike, what did you make of all this?
It didn't seem there was much in that, to be perfectly honest, and from what we first seen, but obviously gone down some time.
There looks to be a lot of concern here around number 12, Liam McStravick, 19 years of age. Let's have a look at this. Ooh, did his foot just hold in the surface there, and he's twisted his knee?
That's the only thing I can think of, because impact wise it didn't seem like there was much.
Just as if he's just slammed that left foot down, and there was a twist, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Just to remind you, the Connors Key Nomads have won through to the Welsh Cup final on the 28th of April. Who will they meet? Well, the second semi-final will be held at Leighton Park, Newtown, next Saturday evening, and it'll be live on the social media channels, YouTube, Facebook and Espadara Click. Cardiff Met against the New Saints. Michael, the obvious question, who would Connors Key favour
A very, very tricky one, but it would be good. It would be good to come up against Cardiff Met, obviously. But we're just really, really made up, and the lads absolutely fantastic yesterday's performance, getting through to the final against Bala yesterday, obviously, and put a really good shift in, and thoroughly deserved the win.
Aaron Williams with the winner, and the applause rings around the Falkirk Community Stadium here for the number 12 Liam McStravick, scorer of the Airdrieonians equaliser. He is back on his feet, limping to the side, received treatment.
Yeah, I thought he was excellent in the first half. Sad to see him going off. Hopefully he's okay, but he had a real impact. He had several opportunities, he put one away. I'm probably disappointed that he hasn't scored 2 tonight.
So Liam McStravick is off. This is Marriott going back towards his own goal here. And is forced into conceding the corner.
Yeah, once again they're going to have to be mindful now. They've got some big players, Airdrie, in the box now, with Lord Royce Watson coming up and Hancock as well.
And here comes the substitution. And it'll be number 26, Chris Donnell, 20 years of age, on loan from Fulham. Chris Donnell has also played alongside Luke Harris, the Welsh player with Fulham. Played half an hour against Wraith Rovers in the semi-final. So Chris Donnell, the 3rd substitution for Airdrieonians, with McStravick off. Here comes the corner kick in towards the far post. Supported header by Danny Davids. It's free and over the bar. Player down in the 6-yard box for Airdrieonians. They couldn't take advantage there. And it's McMaster, the substitute. Words between the goalkeeper Roberts and Dean McMaster. What do you make of this, Mike?
Yeah, I think they're obviously looking for first contacts, and then it's this part now. That's where somebody needs to be a little bit more alert, reactive. Can they get the body in front of the ball and create something like a little platform for a set, and then that creates a second opportunity for that set piece.
Interesting that Airdrie have made 3 substitutions. If you were Craig Harrison, we've just played over an hour, what would you contemplate as an option in terms of the bench?
Yeah, I think obviously I'm sure Declan McManus will be chomping at the bit to make an impact on a game like this. It's just seeing how he would possibly shoehorn him into this kind of system and formation, whether that means Ben Clark, so he's got both Young and McManus on the pitch at the same time, and does Ben Clark make way for that?
The first quarter of an hour of the second half, in complete contrast to what we saw in the first half. Exciting end-to-end helter-skelter play. It's been really cagey at the beginning of this second half. Task wins the header, on by Holden. This is Williams looking for the run of Brad Young. Interception by the Airdrieonians defenders. Telfer, will they go long? They do so, and Connor Roberts has stayed on his line. And is there a decision to be made here? Player goes down. I think there's an offside flag, and there is.
Just starting to open up a little bit more there on the through ball. TNS had 2 players going down this left-hand side.
It was Todorov, the big Bulgarian, making the run through the middle. Just for a second there, Mike, I thought Connor Roberts had just stayed, didn't come off his line to collect, but the offside flag went up to save TNS there. But here they come again. Out to Marriott. Williams down the side to Holden, but this time it's Holden who's caught offside. Midfield players making the run from inside to out, but getting caught offside. What do you think the instructions are from Craig Harrison?
it'll be to move the ball quicker. I think now they've got a real good foothold in the game. I think also down this left-hand side, Mazza and Young combined them well, with then Holden trying to go as a third-man run. He just looks like he's swapped Holden around with Ben Clark.
So a picture there of Declan McManus, as Michael Wilde just suggested, he'd be chomping at the bit. Will they risk him? Not had much football this season, but when he has contributed, he has scored. Declan McManus, 29 years of age, joined from Dunfermline Athletic for 60,000. Has been troubled by injury this season, and the new Saints clear, but it is straight out of play. 11 goals all season. He's only started 4 games, 10 substitute appearances, and now we've got 2 balls on the pitch, and the volume goes up another notch at the Airdrieonian supporters stand up all around us. Ball played long, again looking from the run from midfield. Passed as well initially, and it will be a penalty. The penalty is given. The foul on the substitute, Josh O'Connor, by Josh Pass.
Yeah, that's a penalty in my eyes as well. Direct play again, centrally going down the middle, asking questions of the 2 centre-halves, just nipping in front.
Doesn't seem to be any complaints from the new Saints defenders. There he heads clear, Mike.
Yeah, oh yeah, it is. There's no doubt about it. That's a penalty in my book.
Well, he comes in from behind. Let's have another look at this angle.
That's just split second slow just to react, and it's almost bought it. The forward knows what he's doing there, O'Connor. The lad's done really well, Josh O'Connor. Just getting his body between the defender and the ball, and he asks a question of the defender, and the defender wants to leave his leg out.
Well, it's Nikolai Todorov, the big, bulky Bulgarian, to take this penalty to give Airdrieonians the lead against Connor Roberts. The foul by Pascal O'Connor. Todorov scores! And the Falkirk Community Stadium erupts as the Airdrieonians supporters celebrate. Todorov scores his 2nd goal in the Scottish Challenge Cup. He beats Connor Roberts low to Roberts' right-hand side. Todorov gives Airdrieonians the lead. 66 minutes played. New Saints 1, Airdrieonians 2.
Really composed penalty. Connor goes the right way. He guesses right, but it's right in the corner. It's an excellent finish. It's an excellent penalty. Full of confidence. Big questions now. Character building for TNS. Can they get back into this? Obviously, after going 1-0 up.
A mountain to climb now for Craig Harrison's side, having gone ahead after 12 minutes. They're now behind. New Saints 1, Airdrieonians 2. The goal from the penalty spot by Nikolai Todorov, whose father played international football for his country. Todorov, his 6th goal of the season. Ball played long, and Marriott, no options available to head it out.
It certainly might force Craig's hand into maybe a few changes in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Obviously with Declan McManus, with perhaps Sis as well, giving another option, a little bit more width.
And the volume has gone distinctively higher here as the Airdrieonian supporters all on their feet, looking to sing their team towards a 5th Scottish Challenge Cup win. In it comes high across the 18-yard box. Redmond has to work hard to keep it in. He does well. The sliding tackle takes the ball off Daniels' feet by Telfer, and now they're looking to pin the New Saints back in their final third.
Still think TNS's left-hand side is the way home as well, through Williams. If he can get at Ballantyne a couple more times, and Young can pick up a good space in the 18-yard box, I think there's still chances here for TNS as well.
Ball out for another corner. Pressure increases. Frizzell wins the corner. 69 minutes played. Time running out for Craig Harrison, his side. And is this the time for a substitution, perhaps? No, not yet. Hancock, Watson, Fordyce, Todorov. All tall, muscular, physical players. And this ball will be swept in under Connor Roberts' bar, I'm sure. No, they play it short. Oh, an opportunity. Oh, that was a cleverly worked corner, to be fair. Creating the angle for the shot. Not a bad idea, Mike.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea at all. Just after he played that and he's gone short, he's shifted the whole unit of their defensive line, and I just think it opens up for a little clip ball towards the back post, which would cause a massive problem. Instead he goes for the shot, but it was just obviously too hard and wide.
And of course the New Saints are looking to keep their 26 match unbeaten run, well, not unbeaten, 26 winning match run going. And I'm finding it hard to rack my brains to remember when they were behind last.
Yeah, and that'd be something in their mind process as well, knowing that that's on the line as well.
Daniels, Marriott, this is Redmond. He sweeps the ball in, it's headed clear comfortably. Leo Smith unable to collect in midfield, and it looks as if the Airdrieonians players are first to everything now, almost like a home match for them here in Falkirk. Smith gets a foot in, ball breaks kindly for Airdrieonians, but a player is down and play is stopped, and you can hear the reaction of the Airdrieonians players, and it's Redmond who's down, Danny Redmond. Not sure if there was an off-the-ball incident there, seems to suggest he's been caught in the mouth. Do you see anything there, Mike?
No, I didn't quite see that. I was more looking at the bodies that TNS are committing forward now as well, so they've just got to be careful on that transition, okay? So when they're making them bodies go forward and they're committing more bodies forward, as soon as Airdrie get 2 or 3 passes, they're at them, they're at the back too, which could cause problems, and obviously at this stage don't want to go 3-1 down. I think it's innocuous really, it's just a little hand in the face by the looks of it, it's nothing serious on that matter.
Just 12 miles separates Airdrie and the Falkirk Community Stadium, and there will be a lecture here from our referee Matthew McDermott. There's a little bit of a kick out there by Leo Smith, and there you can see perhaps suggestion of an elbow into the mouth of Danny Redmond. This man, Rhys McCabe, having guided his side to promotion last May, could well be getting his hands on a Scottish Challenge Cup in 2024. Currently 4th in the championship, and here comes the change. And it's the scorer, Ben Clark, who's going to leave the field for Declan McManus to come on. And also Danny Redmond will come off. So Redmond and Clark are off, and Declan McManus and Dan Williams take their place. What do you make of those substitutions, Mike?
Yeah, I think it was only a matter of time before McManus comes on. It'll just be interesting to see what happens with Brad Young now. It just looks like he's took up this left side forward position, and McManus has gone down the middle now.
And McManus, his first touch the square to Rory Holden. And this is a real test now of the new Saints character. Marriott feeds Williams. This is Young inside to Dan Williams, the former Swansea City plays, sweeps it out to Daniels. Seen very little of the new Saints as an attacking force in this second half, but here comes Brad Young. Young cuts inside. This is Williams again. They look to spread the play, and they do so well. Out to Josh Daniels. Daniels against Hancock, drives it in towards the near post. Good defending by the Airdrieonians back four.
Yeah, nice and positive by Daniels. That's what they're going to need more of as well. Beat that first man and make sure the ball gets in between centre half, goalkeeper, and ask a question of the forward for the first time finish. And that's what that little man's been put on for.
Patient play by the Saints. This is Rory Holden. Airdrieonians back in shape. Ball with Leo Smith for the Saints. Into the feet of Danny Williams. Type of play we associate with the new Saints until that wayward pass by Williams, but it's won back well by Jordan Williams. Again, it's recycled well by the Saints. Smith on, but Dan Williams under pressure, but they do work the ball out to Josh Daniels. Daniels a little bit slow there, taking on his man, I feel. Into the final quarter of an hour. New Saints 1, Airdrieonians 2. Daniels inside to Rory Holden. Holden looking to stand it up. Again, it's the new Saints who win the ball back. Good passage of play here, Mike, for the new Saints.
Yeah, there's definitely more impetus of the ball getting into the box now, asking more questions, going down the sides, both Daniel's side and Marriott's side as well, and they've got a free kick.
And a foul, the obvious foul on Brad Young, taken down.
Yeah, it's a little while late. That's definitely a foul.
I think it was Todorov with the foul. Marriott, captain of the new Saints. Time running out for the Cymru Premier champions. Just won their 16th title. Looking for the quadruple, behind here by 2 goals to win, and it goes. Heads go up. Again, it's Brad Young wins the ball back. Good defensive shape by Airdrie in the first place. But the Saints work it out to the right back, Daniels.
Yeah, I expect them to be set up like this for probably the next 10 to 15 minutes, so they've just got to be careful on the counter, on the turnover. TNS.
Brad Young does well to keep possession. Beats Danny Davis. Davis out to Daniels on the run. Daniels.
Great defender again.
Wins the throw. Can't get those crosses in, Mike, can they?
No. It's good defending, persistence, putting your body in the right place, making sure that wide man doesn't beat you.
Jordan Williams comes off to be replaced by Adrian Chislovic, experienced 33-year-old, been with the club since summer 2014. Rory Holden is also off, and he's replaced by Jordan Marshall. Only his 3rd appearance for the new Saints, Jordan Marshall.
Yeah, sizzle off with a lot more width and directness as well now, so I'm sure they'll try and feed them as quick as possible out wide.
Chislovic's first touch. Leo Smith down the side for Daniels. Daniels crosses in! Oh, inches past the post. It's Declan McManus with a header. Incisive play by the New Saints down that right-hand side to release Josh Daniels. His cross was a good one. McManus' header just wide.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity. What a delightful ball that is, and he's probably just come too far of that near post in order then to make the chance a little bit harder for himself, not to direct it on target. Great opportunity though, and just goes to show TNS is still in this game and still will create some chances through wide areas especially as well.
As we approach the last 10 minutes, both coaches playing their cards. 4 substitutes on for the New Saints. Their 26-match winning run hanging by a thread. Do you think Airdrieonians deserve to be ahead, Mike?
I don't think the second half has been as a spectacle as the first half was. However, football games sometimes pan out like this when there's a lot of possession that happens and there's a little mistake by somebody that then you get punished from, and that's what happened with the penalty.
Yeah. It was almost like a sort of, you said you called it as a penalty. It was almost like a nothing tackle, and
exactly.
It ends up you end up being punished so severely for what looked like almost a nothing tackle.
That's right. There was no malice in it. I think the forward knows what he's doing there as well. He's getting his body in the way. There's nowhere he can go. Pasca's just put a lazy leg out, and as a forward, you take them opportunities, and there was definitely contact, and you go down.
Here's Dan Williams, but he's closed down well, and Leo Smith is wayward pass is won back by Airdrieonians. 9 minutes left. The clock against the Welsh champions. Ball played forward, and Connor Roberts has to be very clever there. Get to the ball first, but punch it into the path of a colleague.
Yeah, Connor's done really well. A start position there for the direct balls, obviously.
Danny Davis loses out. Todorov. Ball played through. Super positional play by Marriott, and he feeds Brad Young. And here come the New Saints. Can they get Chislovic away? Chislovic, Adrian Chislovic, one of the most experienced players, into Marshall. Cross comes in, right under the bar. And it's O'Connor who clears for Airdrieonians right under the bar. It was Hancock, in fact, the left back, covering the goalkeeper.
Yeah, overlap, little stand-up. What a great ball that is. Oh, McManus should be reading that a little bit earlier and throwing himself at it. There's only one place that ball is going to land, and you've got to put that ball in the goal no matter what.
The Airdrieonians supporters complaining that the ball wasn't within the arc. Ball played in. McManus goes up for the header. Brad Young on the volley. Ball is cleared. It's with Dan Williams. Out to captain Marriott. Brad Young is available once every opportunity to touch the ball, and it comes towards McManus. Ball is cleared again by Airdrieonians. Certainly the New Saints haven't given up on this. They recycle the ball well. Out to captain Marriott again. Down the sides to Brad Young, but there is a covering defender. I know there's 7 minutes plus injury time to play, Mike, but you do get the feeling that Brad Young and Declan McManus, somebody's going to get another opportunity within the next 10-15 minutes here.
Yes, there will be more opportunities, and it's just about having that desire, commitment, and being able to read where the ball's going to be in the 6-yard box, and for them to have that one-touch finish.
McManus working so hard down the side to keep possession. Marshall with the throw, feeds Brad Young. Marriott turns. Time running out for Craig Harrison's side. 2-1 down, but here comes Brad Young. Young to Daniels. Oh, that's a poor cross by Josh Daniels. I don't know if he was caught in two minds there, whether to go for the drive across the 6-yard box or to stand it up.
Yeah, I think the stand-up is always going to be the one now. They're getting into great positions in these wide areas. It's just a little stand to the back post. If that forward then can just anticipate his run and hold his run, and then match it with a first-time finish or a connection and just bundle that ball over the line, there'll be a few more opportunities like this, because the back four's really narrowed off now.
Again, they look to release Leo Smith, the runner from midfield. Smith, opportunity to cross into the near post. Nobody coming across the goalkeeper, and it's easy for Robbie Hemfrey. And when you think, has he had to make a save in this second half, I don't think Hemfrey has had to make any quality save second half, Mike.
No, that's it. It's just making sure he's in good positions and making sure he's aware where the centre halves are and can they see the danger out, and that was quite comfortable for him.
Into the last 5 minutes. Free kick given against captain Frizzell. Strong run by Daniels. He goes to ground, wins the free kick. Here come the New Saints down the left-hand side. This is Chislovich. This is Dan Williams. Opportunity to shoot. Ball is charged down and blocked. It falls kindly for Josh Daniels of the New Saints. Marriott squeezes it out to Jordan Marshall. Marshall to Chislovich. Creative, so many goals for the New Saints over the years. They work it to Daniels. Time is running out. Patient play, edge of the box. Williams into the feet of Chislovich to Marshall. He stands it up. Again, important header clear. Back it comes into the middle towards Brad Young. Can it fall to Leo Smith? He was on his heels, and as a result it gave the Airdrieonians defenders an opportunity to clear. But here they come again. This is Williams. Dan Williams trying to feed it through a wall of white shirts, and there's a free kick awarded here. Breaks up the play, or has he stopped play because of a head injury? Well, whatever it is, it goes in favour of Airdrieonians as we go into the last 3 minutes. A collision perhaps, or a foul by McManus. Yeah,
he's just put his arm across him, hasn't he? Ball's going into the box now, asking loads of questions. Can you get a run on your man? Can you get in front of him? Can you get first contact? And that's questioning the goalkeeper.
Haven't quite done enough in the second half, the New Saints, to create enough opportunities for forwards such as Brad Young and McManus when he's came on, and that's going to go out for a corner, and that's exactly what the home fans want, the Airdrieonians fans wanted. Well, I call them home fans because it's only 12 miles down the road, isn't it?
Another opportunity though for Airdrie to put the ball in the box. Another opportunity to get first contacts.
Todorov could have scored the winner from the spot. 66 minutes were played when O'Connor went to ground. The foul bypass, but there's a corner here to be swung in towards the far post. It's free in the 6-yard box. Bodies throw themselves at the ball. The New Saints do clear, but it's over the sideline and it'll be a throw.
It's a chance. I think it's come off someone's back. Yeah.
It was Chris Donnell who was back it came off, Mike.
Well, he got the first contact. That's the first thing you're meant to do, but ideally you want to be facing the right way.
Telfer. Donnell. Telfer again. Oh, inches past the post by Charlie Telfer. That could have sealed it there. As we go into the last minute, they work the ball well wide.
Yeah, he just latches onto a loose ball, a snapshot, and he's not far off target.
Well, a real gamble here. Ryan Brobble is on. I'm sure had he been fully fit, Michael Wilde, he may well have started, but they've missed the Brobble runs today.
Of course, yeah, he's a very creative player, great feet, absolutely fantastic talent. Can he go and score a goal?
Well, it looks as if, with minutes left to play here in Falkirk, that it's going to be Airdrieonians that lift the Scottish Challenge Cup for the 5th time. But here come the new Saints. Once again, it's Marriott, but they're forced backwards. Brobble's first touch having come on as a substitute. Brobble carries forward. Opportunity to cross. Low, but it's cleared. And there will be 5 added minutes. And that's lifted some of the away fans, the new Saints fans. But the ball, the touch from Daniels is a poor one. And it's a throw to Airdrieonians as they look to run the clock down. Goals by McStravick and Todorov look as if they're going to win the day. And it's going to be disappointment for this man, Craig Harrison. The hopes of a quadruple disappearing quickly. The 26 match-winning run looks as if it's going to be over. Ball played forward over the top, headed clear by Danny Davis. Will they commit more bodies forward now with only... We've played 1 of the 5 that have been added. And a foul is awarded in favour of Airdrieonians. The hands of the new Saints players go up, but it is a foul by Marshall, far side.
And I think that'll be the most disappointing thing, the fact that the quadruple could possibly be gone. Yeah. And obviously the record as well, but obviously this is a cup final, there's a cup at stake. It'll be really disappointing for TNS and Craig.
Young, will they be able to create one more open opportunity? Daniels, Brobble, ball cannons off Ryan Brobble for a throw to Airdrieonians. Frustrated faces from the new Saints as the volume goes up once more, and it's going to be Nikolai Todorov who comes off. And he's going to be replaced by number 9, Callum Gallagher.
I think he's been brilliant today, Todorov. Obviously, he's took his penalty really well, but just his overall all-round play. He's a big, strong, athletic lad, and obviously he brings people into play. Real threat.
Yeah, and he got the winner against Wraith Rovers in the semi-final. Looks as if he's notched the winner in the final as well. That's what you need from your number 1 striker. Ball played forward. Is there an offside? Danny Davis looks round, waiting for a flag. There is no flag, and it's Josh O'Connor that takes it into the corner. O'Connor won that penalty halfway through the second half. And the Airdrieonian supporters can sense that they're nearly there now. Everyone on their feet all around us in this Falkirk Community Stadium. The Scottish Challenge Cup final looks as if it's going to be won by Airdrieonians, currently 4th in the Scottish Championship. One last opportunity perhaps for the Welsh champions. The sliding tackle brings Chislovich his run to an end. Tackled by Watson. They've not quite done enough, have they, Mike, in the second half?
No, in comparison to the first half, and you're still going to be looking back at them early chances as well. Massive chance, obviously, by Brad Young, and then obviously Ben Clark goes and scores as well. 2-0, does that become a different game and you start settling it down and gain a little bit of control, and that's how the game then pans out? But they will be disappointed that they haven't done enough in this second half, and certainly haven't created enough opportunities or made enough chances count when balls have been going in and around that 6-yard box.
But is there one opportunity left? We're into the last minute of 5 that have been added on. Here goes Brobble. Brobble's run goes out for a corner, and will Connor Roberts come up? Brobble rushes over.
Connor's having a little jog, he's thinking about it.
This will be the last opportunity, I'm sure, for the new Saints to bring themselves level. 30 seconds left, ball swung in. It's cleared, and it's a 2-on-1. And Brad Young is the player all the way back to Connor Roberts. All eyes on the referee. 10 seconds left, and there is the final whistle. It's disappointment for the Cymru Premier champions, the new Saints. Their winning run of 26 consecutive matches comes to an end. Rhys McCabe embraces Craig Harrison. It's Rhys McCabe and his charges that will lift the Scottish Challenge Cup for the fifth time. There are supporters on the pitch here at the Falkirk Community Stadium. Ben Clark put the new Saints ahead after 12 minutes, but then Liam McStravick struck back, an excellent run from midfield, drawing Airdrieonians level. But in the second half it was nip and tuck, much more cagey, fewer opportunities, but the penalty went in favour of Airdrieonians. The foul on Pask, the penalty taken by Nikolai Todorov, and he made no mistake, beating Connor Roberts. Final score here in the Scottish Challenge Cup final. It's finished in disappointment for the New Saints. It's finished New Saints 1, Airdrieonians 2. Mike, your final reflections on that?
Yeah, I think overall, did they create more chances, better chances? I think so. I think overall fully deserved 2-1 victory, although Craig and TNS will be very disappointed to obviously not be able to get their hands on the quadruple, and their record run comes to an end. But ultimately it was a very entertaining first half.
Craig,
second
first
half,
of all, huge commiserations. It wasn't to be this afternoon in the end.
Penalty that settled it.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, you know, it's
Michael,
really frustrating. Game's finished a minute ago, and you know, I need to have a bit of time to gather my thoughts, really.
Do you feel that you were maybe pressed to play a different kind of football today, particularly in that first half where the ball was coming down the middle of the pitch, maybe a bit more than what you're used to?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Sorry. Do you feel that you were maybe pressed to play a different kind of football today, particularly in the first half, perhaps?
Yeah, I don't think we're pressed to. You know, I think we didn't. I'm not too sure we played the way we wanted to play, the way our game plan was. Whether I was there pressure or not, that's you know, like I said, I'm probably going to have to reflect on it, have a look at the game back before I can really analyse. You know, it's, like I said, you've got 10-15 minutes at half time, changed it a little bit. Thought second half were better than what we were first half, kept the ball a lot better, but you know, ultimately give a really poor penalty away, and that was the difference on the day.
In the first half you did create your chances, but only one goal to show for it, disappointingly.
Yeah, it was. I thought the first half was very open. I thought they created chances, we created chances, and you know, could have been 2-2, 3-3 at half time. Sure. You know, obviously disappointing, you know, to finish the game 2-1 and being on such a sloppy goal as well.
As you say, disappointed to concede the penalty as you did in the second half there as well. A disappointing afternoon overall for you. How will you pick yourselves up from this and look on to next week now?
Yeah, look, we will course. We've got lots to play for still. You know, we've still got a Welsh Cup semi-final next week. We've still won a goal season unbeaten. So now it's something that we've got to make sure that we do. Obviously, everyone's going to be disappointed. You know, no more so than all our players and staff. But you know, that's football is. You know, we look at it and we'll analyse it and see where it went wrong and can we learn from it. But ultimately it's disappointing because we've been beaten in the cup final.
Craig, safe journey home. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Thanks Nicky, thank you.
Diolch I Craig, diolch I Nicky, byddwn ni nôl mewn eiliad. Siomedig yn amlwg, dwi'n coet yn siŵr beth i ddweud I hunan, mae'n ddiddorol, maen nhw'n dîm gwych. Maen nhw'n ei mor dda yng Nghymru, ond pan mae'n dod I sefyllfa fel hyn, neu dod I Ewrop, maen nhw ddim cweit yn gallu cymryd y cam nesaf yna.
O'n i'n meddwl bod nhw ar yn dda. Allan y hael hanner, collen nhw bach o siarp nhw, taflo nhw lot o chwaraewr i'r mlaen, wnaethon nhw newid rhyw 5 chwaraewr yn y cais I trial ennill y gêm yn y diwedd, ond wnaethon nhw ar yn dda. Ti'n edrych nôl, nes I sôn o'r ddechrau'r rhaglen, mae rhaid I cymryd cyfleuon ti. Fi'n gwybod oedd hi'n gynnar yn y gêm, cyfle yna I Brad Young, allan o fwy dwy lan, gêm wahanol dwi'n yn siŵr, ond yn sicr wnaethon nhw ar yn dda heddi.
Do, dwi'n mynd yn agos iawn yn efo'n tîm sy'n bedwerydd yn y bencampwriaeth yn yr Alban. Maen nhw'n hapus, dawn i'ch chi'n fy nôl at Nicky John.
Well, Adam, I think we can see from the celebrations and the elation on the pitch here behind you this afternoon what it means to Airdrieonians. Can you describe your emotions at this point?
Relief, to be honest. We were back to the wall the last 20 minutes against a very good team, to tell you the truth. So to overcome that today was amazing. Just delighted to get a foot over the line.
You obviously went a goal behind to begin with. Was there a moment where you perhaps thought that this wasn't to be your afternoon?
Not at all. As I say, they came out the traps flying. They were very good. We knew we just had to settle into the game. We were a wee bit erratic. Strava takes his goal lovely and we settled down from there and I managed to go and grab another.
Yeah, and what did the gaffer then say at half-time to make you change things in the second half and maybe go up a gear?
Yeah, that was just the message. I thought after half-time it actually went a wee bit flat, but we were getting joy out hitting Big Toddy, getting off him. You sort of see that for the goal, it's just a ball in behind, Josh does brilliant, and then go and grab the penalty. So, no, it was just more of the same of what we were doing and just relax, really.
And it's been a good many years, 15 I think, since Airdrieonians have had their hands on this trophy. Can you give us an idea of what it means to the club and to the fans?
Yeah, you see all the fans in about the club the last week or so. Gina's on and everyone giving us support and it means the world to us as well. As you say, first time in 15 years, they don't come around often, so we'll definitely celebrate it.
We appreciate you coming over to speak to us this afternoon. Many thanks, diolch yn fawr iawn and congratulations.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Yn ddyn hapus iawn. Oedd ddim yn diolch hefyd. Dwi'n meddwl pawb yn gweud diolch yn Wara teg iddyn nhw. O'n i'n sôn bod nhw'n coet yn gallu cymryd y cam nesaf. Ond wedyn, chi'n clywed I ymateb yn gweud rhyddhad ar ôl cael gêm mor anodd yn efo'n Seintiau. Dangos be maen nhw'n meddwl ohonyn nhw. Mae'n ganmoliaeth yn ei hunan.
Ie, a ni oedd bod yn siarad yn arbennig o dda, then sylweddoli pa mor dda, pa mor gryf yw'r Seintiau newydd I fod yn hollol onest. Felly, mae'n rhyddhad yn gair da I defnyddio a cronigwr pnawn pel petai.
Ydy, mae'n ni'n diddorol, eto ni'n atgoffa pawb o'r sefyllfa, maen nhw'n bedwerydd yn y bencampwriaeth yn yr Alban. Maen nhw'n dîm sy'n y gemau gyfle, yn gobeithio mynd I uwch gyngor yr Alban. Felly dwi'n fel bod nhw wedi chwarae rhyw dîm ceinio gydymau fan hyn prawn ma'n oedd fe.
Na, yn hollol, tod, mi fyddan nhw nawr yn targedu, maen nhw'n ennill y cwpan, tod, rhyddhad nawr, mae hwnna oddi ar y rhestr fel petai. Edrych mlaen am y gyngor a'r gemau gyfle fyddan nhw'n gobeithio.
Ie, 26 buddugoliaeth yn olynol i'r Seintiau cyn hon. Mae'n fwy na hynny os chi'n cyfri ennill yr gicr smotyn hefyd, ond dyna ni, mae'r rhediad na wedi dod I ben. Dewch chi'n edrych ar yr eiliad allweddol na yn yr ail hanner. A atgoffa pawb hefyd, mae cicr smotyn yn unig oedd yn gwahanu'r ddau dîm yma.
Wel, ie, yn hollol. Fydd allan fydd mynd nôl falle i'w gol geidwad ond mae'n just yn anffodus, mae'n just yn rhoi I drod allan. I fod yn dig, mae gic o'r smotyn arbennig as mae'n bwrw y side netting fan o tai, ond bydd Pasg yn siomedig y ffaith bod wedi rhoi y gic o'r smotyn I ffwrdd yn y lle cyntaf. Diffyg communication yn y cefn yn grwyddo fe a Conor Roberts yn y gol, dwi'n meddwl.
Ond mae Sodor yn glyfar hefyd. Oedd hi yn gic oedd yn y cwrt, ond mae fe hefyd y ffordd mae fe yn rhoi gorff rhwng y bel ar amddiffynwr yn neud gwaniaeth mawr. Ie,
ti hollol iawn. Nath edrych ar hediad Pasg a just roed I gorff mewn sefyllfa lle oedd Pasg ffili gweld yn ddall i'r sefyllfa fel petai, felly clever ganddo fe.
Ie, dim pawb sy'n hapus dros y Pasg yn anffodus. Felly Edri di mynd â hi. y cwpan yn aros yn yr Alban unwaith eto. Mae'n dangos fan mor anodd i ddod fan hyn i godi cwpan. Cei Connor di trial, dys nhw'n agos beth i gwneud yna. Y seintiau nawr, allai chi ddadlen dîm fo'r lefel arall i Cei Connor falle, ond mae'n mor anodd dod fan hyn a cipio'r cwpan.
Ie, mae'n bwysig rhoi clod i Cei Connor pan nes nhw i'r ffeinal yn 2019 a hefyd i'r seintiau newydd y pnawn yma y clod y ffaith bod nhw wedi cyrraedd y ffeinal. Stepau nesaf, fel ti'n gweud, yw'r un caled fel petai ennill y cwpan a creu hanes. Fi'n meddwl yn siomedig. Wrth gwrs bod y quadruple ddim anno nawr, ond o'n eitha hoffi geiriau Harrison yn gweud, reit, o'n i'n mynd edrych ar y gêm rhwng Met Caerdydd nawr, hwnna sy'n bwysig, felly edrych ymlaen.
Ie, just y 3 cwpan a mynd drwy'r tymor heb golli gêm. Mae'n bach oed i ni bod fan hyn, ni yn aros i weld Airdrie yn codi'r cwpan. Mae'r chwarae wedi goffo gadael y cae, gymaint o gefnogwyr wedi dod ar y cae i ddathlu. Rhai yn achosi dwlu, ond maen nhw wedi clirio'r cae erbyn hyn. Fe welwn ni y cwpan yn cael ei godi cyn bo hir, felly dyna'r sefyllfa fan hyn. Yn un o'r hanner cyntaf jyst i weld y goliau yna. Yr hyn ddigwyddodd fan hyn yn y rownd derfynol. Mae'n teimlo fel oes yn ôl erbyn hyn, pan hyn digwydd, am ffordd i ddechrau. Ie,
wel, dechreuodd pethau mor dda, gath cyn hyn oedd y cyfle Brad Young ar y postyn pella. Nes i'n sôn pa mor dda nath Brad Young jyst i ennill y bel a wy'n sgwara i'n ôl i Clark, a mae Clark yn claddu top y gornel. Gret o gol, a ti'n meddwl, reit, mae'n edrych yn addawol i'r seintiau newydd, creu hanes, ond yn ffodus, mae pêl-drod yn feistr caled rhyw weithiau.
Mae welson ni gyfle cynnar i Brad Young, dal ddim yn siŵr sut dath e fethu, ond mae'n bwysau nhw fe, mae'n swyllo fel hyn. Declan McManus yn hwyr, yn cael rhyw gyfle eitha da hefyd. Weithiau, dwi ddim yn digwydd. Os i nhw'n methu, chi'n gwybod mae'n mynd i fod yn blawn anodd.
Ie, yn hollol. Mae rhaid i gymeryd y gyfleuon. Welon ni nos Iau pa mor glynigol oedd Cymru. Fe cymeron o'r cyfleuon nath dod ar draws nhw, a mae'n neud pêl-drod lot yn haws pyn ti sgorio goliau. Felly, siomedig i'r seintiau newydd, ond mae rhaid nhw fod hefyd yn hynod prawd o be maen nhw wedi cyflawni prawn yma.
Dim ymwneud am hynny. Dewch i ni weld y gol ddath ar tîm cartre. Nhw oedd y tîm cartre? Mae seintiau oedd y tîm cartre. Ta beth, yn dechnegol, y tîm lleol newn ni alw Airdrieonians, ond yn dipyn o gol hefyd. Enghraifft arall, nath Nicky sôn wrth Craig Harrison, mi o'n nhw'n mynd lawr y canol na'n gyson.
Ie, fi nes i sôn o'r ffaith bod nhw waret o system gwahanol i be mae'r seintiau newydd yn gyfarwydd gyda doi ymysodol lan top. Ond mae honna yn glenigol. Y bêl dwi'n hoffi o'r capten hefyd, jyst yn crymanu ddi mewn i'r hediad mae'n foli dda arbennig o ddaw ar y teg.
Oedd hi gêm ryfedd, oedd gan y cyntaf yna'n gampus. Oedd hi'n mynd o un pen y cae i'r llall. Ar ail hanner, oedd hi eitha dim fflat, ond cagey maen nhw'n gweud yn Saesneg, ond wedyn mae'n rownd derfynol.
Wel, yn hollol, ond o'n i sôn pa mor gloi oedd y gêm yn mynd, a mae hwnna'n yn achlysur i'r ddoi dîm, y ffaith bod nhw'n rhoi sioi ymlaen iddo ni a'r cefnogwyr. Da ni'n gweld pa mor frwd yw'r cefnogwyr fan hyn lan yn yr Alban. Ond y sicr, mae rhaid rhoi clod i'r ddoi dîm yn y ffordd nes yn y ware.
Maen nhw'n trial adeiladu llwyfan fan hyn ar hyn o bryd. Fi wedi cael digon o marfer, dy Lego, dy plant gatre, draw i helpu nhw cyn fwy na. Maen nhw wedi cael bach oedi i gael pobl oddi ar y cae cyn bod nhw'n gallu dechrau'r seremoni. Dyna sy'n gyfrifol am hynny. Yn amlwg diogelwch sy'n do gynta. Felly pawb wedi clyrio, maen nhw wrthi yn paratoi ar hyn o bryd. Os na, dwi'n gwybod, chi'n meddwl am rhywun fel y Met nawr yn paratoi gwrdd ar seintiau yn y rownd gynderfynol Cwpan Cymru penwythnos. Sy'n nhw'n meddwl, dalwch mlaen, os na chink bach fan hyn.
O'n i'n meddwl ti'n gofyn y cwestiwn na. Dwi'n yn siŵr, fi'n dal yn meddwl mae'r seintiau newydd ddim yn mynd mewn i'r gêm na fel y ffrefriannau, ond fydd pwynt gyda Met Caerdydd i brofi. Y ffaith bod nhw heb fod i ffeinal Cwpan Cymru, maen nhw wedi cael profiad o chwarae yn Ewrop, maen nhw wedi ennill y Cwpan y Gyngred, dwi'n meddwl. Felly, hwn yw falle y step nesaf iddyn nhw i cyrraedd ffeinal a hyd yn oed gobeithio codi Cwpan Cymru.
Ie, tîm ola i ennill yn erbyn nhw yn y Gyngred hefyd. I mynd nôl i mis Chwefror blwyddyn diwetha pam nath hynny ddigwydd. Dewch i ni gael mwy o ymateb y seremoni bron dechrau nôl â ni at Nicky John.
Wel, Leo, mae'r siom yn amlwg ar dy wyneb di, dwi'n meddwl. Di hwnna'n un anodd i gymryd?
Yndi, dwi'n teimlo nath ni'n rili chwarae'r ffordd oedden ni isio tan oedden ni allan colli. A dyna sy'n gwylltio fi. Dwi'n teimlo fatha oedden nhw'n well na ni o gwbl. Dwi'n meddwl na jyst camgymeriadau. Da ni wedyn bod reit sloppy. Da chi'n gweld ar y gêm y ffordd oedden nhw'n trio chwarae. Gath nhw'n neud yna, nath ni'n delio fo, nath ni'n trio delio fo wedyn. eisteddol ni wedi, a dyna sy'n siomedig.
Ti'n dweud bod chi heb chwarae fel ydych chi'n gallu chwarae. Be wyt ti'n teimlo nath atal chi'n rhag wneud hynny?
Dwi'n siŵr, dwi'n meddwl, gormod o peli lawr y Sianeli yn y hanner gyntaf na. A da ni, oedd nhw reit dyfn anyway, so ni wedi gallu chwarae lot fwy, ond fel trio fforsio peli, dwi'n yn gwybod, ond rhaid fi watcher y gêm yn ôl a sbio iawn eto.
Nawn siomedig yn y diwedd, Leo, ond da ni'n gwerthfawrogi bod ti wedi dod i siarad efo ni. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Diolch.
Diolch i Leo Smith, gwerthfawrogi hynny'n fawr. Diddorol gweld bod nhw gyd eisiau gwylio nôl cyn dweud llawer a dadansoddi. Fel eich chi weld, mae yna fedale yn cael eu cyflwyno, y seintiau yn siomedig, ond mae yna gwpan i'w godi sy'n golygu. Ewn ni nôl at Nick Parry.
Yes, welcome back to Red Button commentary here at the Falkirk Community Stadium, where you see the new Saints runners-up today in the Cup, losing by 2-1 against Airdrieonians. You can see disappointment etched across the faces of the TNS players.
Yeah, quite naturally. Obviously, it's a cup final. You're disappointed if you don't win the cup. You feel frustrated, hard done by. But ultimately, I go back to it, I think they're going to be obviously disappointed about the fact that the quadruple's not on now, and the record as well. So a multitude of things that can show disappointment, and this is one of them. What happens in finals, it's how quickly now they can recover from this, and they've obviously got the rest of the season to go on to, and hopefully they'll be possibly in another final from Craig's point of view.
Would you agree that Airdrieonians were worthy winners today?
I think on chances created and how good the chances were created by Airdrie in the first half, I would say yes. Obviously, we had Brad Young missing that opportunity after in the first 2 minutes. That goes in. Then obviously Ben Clark's goes in to make it 2-0, and they can control the game. It can look a little bit different, but overall, direct balls centrally, they can get dealt with enough times, and they did have a lot of opportunities with Max Stravic.
Yes, and you can see the Airdrie players coming through there, led by their young player manager, Rhys McCabe. Only 31 years of age. There'll be big celebrations and a great ovation from the Airdrieonian supporters as they take in a 5th Scottish Challenge Cup win today here at Falkirk. They had to work really hard, but there were some excellent individual performances by Airdrieonians, Mike, and none better than Adam Frizzell, the captain.
Yeah, I thought he was excellent in there. He was absolutely everywhere. And Max Stravic in the first half as well. Obviously, he's come off with that injury in the second, but he was outstanding, both of them. Todorov, a really good platform as well to play off. Really good forward, caused a load of problems. And also this victory now gives them momentum going on to their league form as well, which obviously they're in a playoff spot at the moment. So I'm sure that's all going to help them moving forward.
Yes, indeed. Well, all the players in the squad, and you can see Liam McStravick there in the front, in the middle. And it was his goal that brought Airdrieonians level, and the tall Todorov, his penalty, ensuring the win. And the trophy is in the hands of the captain, Adam Frizzell, having received it from Nicky Reid and Neil Doncaster. And it is Airdrieonians, led by Adam Frizzell, that lift the Scottish Challenge Cup, the SPFL Trust Trophy, for the 5th time in their history, in front of their adoring fans here at the Falkirk Community Ground. It was promotion last year for Airdrieonians through the playoffs. It's a Scottish Challenge Cup win for them this season, and maybe on to better things. Final score here, and the big celebration go to Airdrieonians is New Saints 1, Airdrieonians 2.
Sean, diolch fawr iawn am y cwmni, diolch am eich cwmni chi hefyd. Mwy o bêl-droed byw nos fawr. Cymru, gwlad Pwyl, ond dim quadruple i'r Seintiau newydd. Neith y treble y tro, o bosib, am y tro, hwyl fawr i chi, nes da.
Dathlu bywyd a chyfraniad eicon ac un o'r maswyr gorau welodd y